you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
All right, we got some pretty big news coming out of the town hall. We have some stats for the next airdrop card, or an upcoming airdrop card, I should say. We don't necessarily know which one is going to be next. There are 3 cards that we thought we might get some stats for today out of the town hall. The first one that I was really hoping for was the Chaos Legendary Summoner. That's actually probably going to be the next airdrop. We will hit that threshold at most next week, possibly even this week. We will see. That's Possibilis. That a legendary summoner, that's sure to have a big impact on the game. We don't know the stats there yet. We also thought we might get some stats for the promo card that's attached to the upcoming Chaos, or actually the ongoing Chaos Legion sales. So that's the end of the year special there. We don't know the stats. We did see some artwork, but we didn't get any stats there. But what we did get stats for that we're going to talk about right now is the next Riftwatcher airdrop, Ancient Redwood. So let's come in here, take a look at Ancient Redwood. This guy is just an absolute beast here. This massive tree. First off, here's how you can get him real quick. So the first 1 million Riftwatcher packs will have a 0.44% chance of receiving an airdrop of Ancient Redwood. So for every 225 packs that you buy, you are guaranteed to get one. You could get more, but you're guaranteed to get at least one. Each one has a 4% chance of also turning gold. There's about a little over 100K left to sell before we hit that threshold. So he's not here yet. You've still got some chances to go in and buy if you're wanting to be eligible for this airdrop. That will be coming up here soon. So what's the card actually look like? Here we go. This guy is a beast. Look at this. He's high mana, keeping with the theme of Riftwatchers. Very high mana, 11 mana, but he deals 6 attack. 6 attack. That's a lot of damage. Even at bronze, it's 5 attack. 5 attack is a ton of damage for bronze. He is slow, but he does have true strike at all levels. So he's not going to go first unless he's in reverse speed. Sometimes being very, very slow is actually an advantage because you become such an asset in reverse speed. So this guy will really be a monster in reverse speed. But true strike, as we level him up though, we add some huge advantages. So at silver, you get reflection shield. Reflection shield is just a great ability. It's amazing. One of the things it does, you do all that damage, right? You're worried about return fire coming right back at you. You don't have to worry about return fire here. Don't have to worry about blast, anything like that. So that's a nice little weapon there. And then we can even focus on dealing more damage. So once we get to gold, we get Fury. Fury deals double damage against monsters that have taunt. So 12 damage against taunting monsters. A lot of these high mana battles, we see a lot of taunts. Those are very common cards. He will deal double damage. And then at diamond gets piercing. That piercing is just huge because so often we see some of these cards that have fury and they haven't been all that great because so much damage gets wasted. You go up and, okay, yeah, you've got 4 attack and you've got fury. So you go to deal 8 damage, but they had 3 armor. So you just lost out on 5 damage. Well, here with this piercing, you are not going to lose out on any damage. And what's one of the biggest taunts that we see? One of the most problematic taunts that we see is Shield Bearer. So Shield Bearer, normally you don't want to go attack Shield Bearer with range damage. He has return fire. He has shield, so he takes half damage, sends it back at you. Well, with this card, yeah, the shield's still going to cut the damage in half, but even being cut in half, that's still 6 damage, and you don't receive any of the return fire. So even against a tank that is designed to counter, basically a very hard counter against range attack, he can still be very, very good. So the tank that you don't want to take him against would be something like Slip Spawn, who has Force Field. Force Field would be a big weakness here because that's still only going to do 1 damage. Anything 5 or more is only going to do 1 damage. So you don't want to go after a force field tank, but any other tank, this guy is just going to be a beast against, an absolute beast. So what do you guys think? Is this a card that you want to go get? I don't think it's it's like a must-have card, as in, oh, you must go get this one or it's really going to hurt you if you don't have it. We're getting so many cards. There's not too many that are like that, but this is a very solid card that I think will be seen quite a bit in battles. I think we're going to see more of this than we did like Kane, for example. he was just kind of squishy. Could sometimes be hard to get him in. I still think that's a great card. I still really like that card. Solid. I should say a solid card. Maybe not a great card. My initial thought is that I like Redwood a little bit better, but we will see. 11 mana is still a lot. That's a lot of damage to get in there. But man, he can hit hard. He can hit really, really hard. And I mean, he's got a lot of health there in the back. So if you go up against him with sneak or something like that, it's going to take a lot of damage to get through him. Or what if you pair him with our new card, right? Our new Earth Summoner. We've got a card that can turn a ranged card into a nice tank, right? So being able to give him the ability to attack from the front line is absolutely huge. So that's a nice little pairing there within the set. He pairs very well with the summoner from its own set. So I really like that as well. That seems like a good use case there. But we'll see. I mean, is that something you'd use more in mid-mana battles, going with a big kind of that big tank up there? You kind of miss out on some stuff if you do that, though. He's got so much damage. Do you really want him to be the one that's being attacked first? He has the reflection shield, but you're not going to take much blast damage in the first spot. So I don't know. He might miss out on a few things there. It's going to be very interesting to see how he is used. I can just see him being used as part of a dragon squad with Earth. A lot of times that's high mana what I'm doing, even going with some Mylor or things like that. So any of the summoners I think he can actually pair well with. He's got a lot of versatility and can be used in a lot of different ways. So I'm curious to see, what do you guys think? Let me know. And how quickly are you going to be adding him to your lineup? I think he's going to be good even down in bronze. A lot of times card value is based on how effective they are at bronze and silver level. And just because of the raw damage and true strike, I think he's going to see a lot of use down there. I'm not a bronze or silver expert necessarily as far as metagame, but I feel like he could be pretty useful. So that might give him a little more value. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see the new... I was really hoping we got to see the new legendary summoner. So I don't know if that's going to come. I don't know when that's going to come, but it's going to be soon. So you guys know there'll be a video on that. Make sure you join my live streams. I'm streaming Splinterlands pretty much 5 days a week now. Make sure you come over, join my Twitch. You can see me stream Marvel Snap as well. I'm streaming STG football this week. I'm going to try Spider Tanks this week. We've got a ton of stuff, so absolutely don't miss out. Come follow me over on Twitch. I'll see you there.